Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're excited about tonight's program. We're going to dig into something that is very exciting, and I find it very exciting because it's an important part of everything that we do. And that is that we're going to dig into our skin. We're going to look into how can we look young? How can we look better? How can we look beautiful the way we are? Not like somebody else, but the way you are. And how can you maximize from taking our products like the Zinzino Health Protocol and so on the inside, and then taking our new series of products from Hans and Heidi, also the Zinzino Skin Serum, and use that on the outside. And to help us with that, we've got two very talented people with us tonight. We've got one which has the background in being a doctor or being a scientist, and then we've got one that has the background in being passionate about making the most out of keeping her skin healthy, and also in developing products that will help you keep your skin healthy. So the first one out of the two is Dr. Colin Robertson. So I welcome you and thank you for all that you do. We're so impressed in how you can present in such an engaging way that always we feel educated and entertained at the same time. So I'm happy to have you here tonight. So welcome.
Thank you, Orion. Thank you for your very kind words, as always. And it's great to be here. It's always exciting. This still feels brand new. This still feels like just the start of a new mission, and something that we really wanted to focus on for some time, because some people would say, well, as a test-based nutrition company, well, where does this come from? And we are a test-based nutrition company, but what we really are in the broadest terms is a test-based health company. And so actually this relationship, this partnership, and this series of product launches and product information is perfectly within what our overall aim is, which is to do health as best as we possibly can. And so the privilege I have tonight, which is the shortest section, but really I'm just going to open up and set the context of that from a brand position, why it matters to us, why we believe wholeheartedly that it should matter to you, and also present some of the framework around that as to where it sits within the context of health on the terms that we typically talk about it. And so what I'd like to do is just share a few slides just to get us on track and take us through. And this is Hans and Heidi by Zinzino. And shortly after myself, one of the co-founders of Hans and Heidi is going to take you through more of the specifics of the product range and that product content. But for me, really, as I've said, I'm going to set the context to it. So for us, when we look at any step we make and anything that we bring in and add to our repertoire of what it is that we provide for people in order to do health better, it's really important from the outset that there is an obvious and a natural synergy, that there is an alignment, not just of objectives, but of values, of key principles that, we feel that it adds naturally to what it is that we're trying to achieve. And so for us, it wasn't just about looking at something that was going to function professionally within that space. Far more important, it was about how much of this is in complete unison with our key values and our aims in what we believe is the best way to do health. And that draws on some key components, one of which is that notion of naturally derived, all naturally derived wherever possible. Ethical considerations with regards to not only how you manufacture, how you innovate and how you develop a product, but also what culture that brings professionally for everybody who's on board and working in that space. And so for us, from very early on, becoming aware of Hans and Heidi and the incredible work they've done, how they matched our type of standards when you looked at the research information, the background, the due diligence that had gone into every single formulation, we could see that this was something of a neat and complete fit And hence, that's why this is now very proudly on behalf of what was both parts, which is now one part, Hans and Heidi by Zinzino. And so for a long time, anyone who knows us, who knows the mission that we've been on, will know this key product, which is test-based nutrition in a bottle. What we're looking at is cellular health. You are a collection of approximately 37 trillion cells, which replicate and they turn over on a daily basis. And we've said so many times that health begins at the cellular level because you begin at a cellular level. And there's this notion of what's called skin from within, which is true. But that's because we often talk too easily about inside and outside. We talk about human geography and where things are. But the important thing to remember is that you are a complete organism. Inside and outside are literally just anatomical references. You are complete. Everything is in touch with everything else. The same way that you're in touch with everything around you. All that changes is the density dynamics of the matter around us. You're in touch with every single aspect of the planet and the universe all in one go. Perhaps too big a thought for right now, but it's true. But certainly for you as an organism, everything is in communication with everything else. And that's why what you eat, when you eat, the quality of that, the nutritional effect that has is a direct step towards what type of health you have and what type of skin you have. Because as I'll delve into in a moment, the skin is an organ. It's the biggest organ you possess. And so now we're in a position where we can approach not only you as a complete organism in that one way, but also in a holistic way from within and direct to the skin, because nutrition can be applied direct to the surface. Antioxidants, key elements of nutritional benefit, can be fed directly to the skin. And that's what good skin care does. And that's what we do. So we have our nutrition. We have our key principles of test-based nutrition. And now what we have to marry to that completely is our biotech skincare, keeping you balanced from the inside to the out, holistically, completely, as one functioning organism. And so here's kind of an extension of the range. When we look through what are the key components of the health protocol, which is to start from a cellular level, which is to delve straight into that tropical rainforest that exists within the center of you, which is the gut, that microbiota, which is as complicated as it is diverse. And then we look at those essential vitamins and minerals that we need in order for the body to function and communicate effectively for every minute of every hour of every day. And what we have now is an extension of a fully meaningful health protocol, whereby we can complete the regime. We can work from the surface straight back in. So this really does add perfectly, neatly, succinctly, and synergistically. So this is all parts focused towards one complete outcome. And think about it. Often we can determine the status of somebody's health just by looking at them. We wear our health on our skin because our skin is a key indicator of our health status. And so it's only appropriate that something that is exposed to the environment, to the elements, is directly cared for. And that's not just recipient of what else passes through the entire system via the gut. And so the skin, as I've already said, it's the largest organ in your body. And it's one of those things, I believe, that it's kind of taken for granted because you see it all the time. It defines who and what you are. And some might say, well, if we're talking about skin care, but this is solely focused on the face, well, this is the thinnest area of that skin. And it's the one that is most exposed for most of the time. And so it's the best place to start. You always start with the most complex and then work out towards those less complex, less challenging areas. And so this is the perfect way to commence an effective skincare routine, which is to go straight to the point where the main problem is. And so considering the skin and its function and what it does, well, in all honesty, I could probably do a series of 1-hour lectures from now until next Christmas, 2023. And we'd only scratch the surface. The skin itself has its own microbiome, its own microbiota. It has its own communication network. It is self-sufficient in the same kind of context biologically as every other aspect of your body. And it does so much. It protects you from the elements. It's your first line of defense. It helps with regards to temperature regulation and maintenance. It eliminates toxins from your skin through the sweat. It breathes. Your skin has a respiratory capacity. It stores fat. It gathers information about your environment. There's proprioceptive sensors, neurological tissue feeding back information, which lets you know exactly where you are within a given space. The skin is a huge, powerful, one of the most powerful components and aspects of who we are. And as such, we should care for it. And we're way further down the road. It's past the point now of something being a gender-specific regime. That's nonsense. That's so outdated, it's not worthy of conversation. Fact is that everybody, regardless of where they're placed on the planet or whatever gender they assume, needs to consider this as a part of a complete health protocol. This notion of protection from the environment, let's be clear about something. Let's set the context right, because regardless of the cause, and we can get lost in that debate as to why things are happening or how things have happened, we know we can access reliable data that tracks back way over 100 years now, that the air around us is more dense with things like carbon dioxide, other types of toxins than ever before. Now, the good thing is that we can see that in key areas of the world, there's something of a reduction, but still the overall values are exceedingly high. And it's going to take time for that to change and certainly for that to improve. So what we need to do is not argue about whether or not there should be a problem or could be a problem or why the problem's there. As with any situation, we just have to deal with the problem. We have to own it, be accountable, be empowered to do something about it, and start to protect ourselves effectively. And so when we look at our needs have changed. It would be really easy and a bit naive to argue that, well, 100 and 200 years ago, people didn't have this and didn't need it. True, but they don't live in our times. Our times are different. They never lived under the conditions we're under. But more importantly, they didn't have the opportunity to access the technology, the understanding, the science and the research that can inform a better practice. More often than not, we have to kind of change the way we think about certain things. We have to gravitate towards new ideas with new thinking. Because if we always thought the way we always did think, then we'd always have what we'd always made access of. You know, we wouldn't have cars. We certainly wouldn't have electric cars. You wouldn't have heating in your home the way that you do if we just maintained old type of thinking and old type of ideologies. The key thing is to step into the now. And one of the best things about where we're at with Hans and Heidi, and certainly one of the best things that we're most proud of with regards to Zinzino, is that we're always thinking ahead. We're taking the best of what's available now, and we're not just thinking of the future, we're shaping our future. We're shaping our health in the future by doing it best by what we can do now, and then continually to evolve and evaluate our practices so that we can keep doing it better as we step forward. And so as we look forward and we consider, I guess, where we've come from, it's important to point out that the track record, the history of the cosmetics and skincare industry is a bit checkered. Actually, early on, it took a chemical approach to a chemical problem, but that's not where we're at. Hans and Heidi are a brand or a formulation or a series of products with nothing to apologize for, starting from the very best position from the start, informed by the best research with regards to the formulation, informed by best practice, ethically, morally, effectively, technologically, not contributing to harm, but only contributing to wellness. And so all we need to do is from this point forward, look forward with optimism, knowing that what we have is the best of what we could have right now with regards to an addition to our healthcare routine. We've aligned with a skincare routine that is as best as it possibly can be from formulation and practice, which means that we can solely look forward, positively look forward. We can step forward with a giant leap towards more complete, better health. Now, what I'd like to do hopefully that has set a context of understanding of the alignment, why, the how, for, and what. And I'm going to hand over to our Royal Crown, a co-founder of Hans and Heidi, which is Audrey Goebel. Over to you, Audrey. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, dear Colin. Wow. Yeah, welcome to the product presentation of Hans and Heidi tonight. I'm happy to join you. And yeah, thank you very much, Colin, and thank you very much for hosting this call tonight. Dear Orion, our founder in Zinzino, it's a great pleasure.
Thank you for being here, Audrey, and great job so far, Colin. I'm excited for this second part. I was planning to introduce you, but Colin did such a good job, so just go right ahead.
Exactly. Okay, so I will share my screen as well. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm happy to present now our unique skincare line, Hans and Heidi. Let's face it, let's start. We all want beautiful, smooth, and fresh glowing skin with permanent activating skin cells as long as possible. And beautiful skin requires a daily clean skincare routine, and as a basis, a healthy, balanced lifestyle routine with healthy food and appropriate supplementation. And Hans and Heidi in Zinzino, together we are shaping the future of personal nutrition with Swiss biotech skincare. The Zinzino test-based nutrition strategy keeps us healthy and balanced on the inside. And my story short, since I was a little girl, I've been fascinated by red lipsticks in well-scented creams. I used it mostly from a dear Aunt Emmy because she had more the cooler, the luxurious, much better scenting brands than my mom. But I have not always tolerated everything so well what I've put on my skin. So my skin reacted sometimes, and you can imagine I was not amused about it. Fast forward 15 years later, as a beauty consultant, I was passionate to advise my own customers with sensitive skin who had the same unpleasant experience like me as this young girl. And with a lot of experience as a trained druggist and an ongoing interest in beauty and health over the years, I have always dreamed of creating something extraordinary to feel strong, beautiful, and confident. Living happily in a beautiful environment in Switzerland with my dear family and friends inspired us to select the best skincare experts for developing a very unique, vegan, innovative skincare line. And Switzerland, you know it, it's a leader at advanced luxury skincare with cutting-edge technology. And the little red Swiss flag gave us a seal of trust, quality, purity, and innovation. And based on this trust, we have created, with lots of blood, sweat, and tears in just 1.5 years, really something unique with the highest quality, control, and effectiveness without any irritants, animal cruelty, or using planet's limited resources. And this confirms that the modern beauty customer of today expects active but not harmful ingredients, as well as a focus on sustainability from the producers. And maybe you can Google it and find what is the future skincare solution. It's a symbiosis between biotechnology and nature. And Switzerland is a pioneer in modern Swiss biotechnology, which help us improve active ingredients provided by nature. This means using living cells such as plant stem cells or microorganisms, synthesize them in the laboratory to replicate a naturally occurring active ingredient that works and with a lot of potential, characterized by its efficiency through the best quality, purity, and safety. And in Hans and Heidi, we have combined sustainable Swiss biotechnology with nature based on a holistic brand experience. Combining this best biotech active ingredients with the multi-century skincare experience was so essential from the very first beginning, because Hans and Heidi should reveal an extraordinary and unique product experience. And the moment you touch the product, you instantly feel they are made with love and passion by triggering all the senses you can see here. The distinctive and natural sense and the silky light texture make the products like an experience like no other. The sense of smells plays a central role in the Hans and Heidi philosophy. It's a foundation of a pure multi-sensory spa experience with skincare that appeals to all our senses. We went to great lengths to recreate the magic smell of a Swiss early spring day. And that is why we only use natural fragrances composition in all our Hans and Heidi products. For example, Alpine Floral for her and Fougere Fresh based on fresh herbs, sandalwood and cedarwood for him, a little bit more masculine. And when you hear the name Hans and Heidi, maybe you have immediately a picture in mind of the famous Swiss Peter and Heidi, the two kids growing up happy and healthy in the beautiful mountains of Switzerland, between crystal clear lakes and mesmerizing forests. And you know this story, maybe. This story touched millions all over the world. And we took this story as our inspiration and renamed the Peter in Hans with the double Z and Heidi with the double I. At that moment, we gave birth to Hans and Heidi with the aim to simply enhance your natural wow, to bring your skin in a healthy balance. So let's have a look now by diving into the world of Swiss mountains and lakes to the modern interpretation of Hans and Heidi. I love this video. So beautiful. So we take exactly this beautiful and modern story further in the Hans and Heidi packaging you can see here. We wanted to remain environmentally conscious while still transferring a touch of luxury. The color scheme and skin tone were inspired by skin texture, the nude color, and the topographical lines represent both the beauty of your skin with your natural imperfections and the Swiss landscape with its imperfect mountains and lakes. And the reflection in the Hans and Heidi logo here is your reflection to remind you that the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself. I'm not strong like you, I'm strong like me. I'm not beautiful like you, I'm beautiful like me. Together, we are strong and beautiful like Hans and Heidi. And with this campaign, Strong Like Me and Beautiful Like Me, we want to decelerate the trend of being perfect. It's not about measuring yourself against others, but about finding yourself, redefining happiness, to recognize the strong and beautiful in you. Because you are good as you are enough. Don't be a copy of someone else. And in this crazy world of trends and fast-paced social media landscape, we need to stand out, not just providing beauty products, but building people. What a beautiful message, right? So together with you as our dear partners and also our customers in Zinsino community, we will bring this powerful message to the world to empower people with their unique beauty. And the Swiss flag on the packaging stands for quality in harmony with nature, purity, precision, innovation, and science. And made in Switzerland with the flag means there is no copycat in the world. And with the Hans and Heidi, we have the best Swiss biotech skincare brand with clean beauty products. Whatever your skin you're in, it's all natural, active ingredients in the skincare line, and are rigorously sourced vegan and clean. This means free from irritating, harmful, and questionable substances that put unnecessary stress on our skin and the environment. The ingredients are mixed into a complex, nutrient-rich formula that perfectly adapts to any unique conditions of the skin, which makes the Hans and Heidi product suitable for all skin types, including sensitive and acne-prone complexions. All Hans and Heidi products are wrapped with sustainable luxury as a motto. We strive to reduce our ecological footprint, and our packaging is made of sustainable paper without cellophane. And the cream and the serum bottles are made of exclusive air glass in colors that represent the texture of our skin. It protects the active ingredients in the product against contact with air, which triples the shelf life when compared to conventional storage methods. And due to experience and research, so we don't want to stress our skin with toxic and questionable ingredients. We want to eliminate every additives that lead to illnesses or causing allergies. And customer-controlled websites like CoCheck or the German Hautschutzengel helped us to find out what's good and what's not good for our skin. So we are able to not use any additives that can lead to diseases or trigger allergies. For example, the petrochemicals like silicones or mineral oils, paraffins, petrolatoms, these are waste products of the petroleum industry. And this has nothing to do with our skin and massively disturbs our skin barrier. Also preservatives like petrochemical alcohols, PEGs, or phenoxyethanol. It's the most common natural preservatives in natural cosmetics, but they are all dry out the skin or cause allergies as well. So we primarily use plant-based alcohols. They are more expensive, but they are also better tolerated, more beneficial, while they don't dry out our skin. And aside from having the strictest cosmetic regulation in the world, Switzerland lives with cruelty-free clean beauty in mind. So we're talking about a country where sustainability is not a choice, but a habit. And this is why the three icons you can see here stand for made without, vegan, without animal testing, and for the magic Swiss code formulation. The magic Swiss code formulation based on purity of Swiss water includes a highly potent mix of active, award-winning ingredients of plant stem cells from awarded Swiss snow algae and Edelweiss. Also, we have an anti-wrinkle peptide complex. It's a unique combination of minerals as well, vitamins, natural oils, and anti-inflammatory plants. And all together of the ingredients lays the foundation for skin protection by multifunctional benefits of strengthening, firming, tightening, moisturizing the skin at the same time. And I will give you a short overview, as you can see here, which active ingredient we use in our skincare. It's a well-selected combination of natural active ingredients with the best quality. And the actives are low molecular and liposomal encapsulated to interact deep in the skin with each other for optimal and most potential results. In addition, we have included an anti-wrinkle peptide complex called Argelin, which is a breakthrough in the cosmetic industry against wrinkles. It prevents the muscle movement that leads to wrinkle formation. And it also promotes the collagen production and optimizes the function of collagen, which both fight fine lines and improve moisture levels in the skin as well. Then we use a composition of 3 different hyaluronic acids, moisturizer hyaluronic acids based on different complexes. We use the Hyalolico complex. It's a low molecular hyaluronic acid that deeply penetrates the skin. A high molecular hyaluronic acid moisture complex, that's storage moisture in the corneal layer. And we use a 72-hour moisture complex for short and long-term hydration that keep the skin hydrated, plump, and silky even after washing. And with the Hans & Heidi products, we have made many customers with skin problems happy in the past. The skin often returns to a healthy balance, whether acne, very dry skin, or even psoriasis or other skin problems. The question is why plant stems work in skincare so well. In medicine, plant stem cells are used to support processes in cells of our skin and to counteract the natural degeneration of the skin. And plant stem cells can combat stress and light-induced skin aging, signs of aging, a lack of elasticity, sustainable and successfully. Highly concentrated antioxidants extracted from stem cells and mild anti-inflammatory agents or cell stimulators as well. Extracts from plant stem cells have a high action potential and can be obtained in an environmentally friendly way. And studies prove it that plant stem cells definitely work. Human and plant stem cells are completely different. It has been proven that plant stem cells can promote the skin's regenerative ability. They stimulate the skin collagen production, which reduces wrinkles and allows the skin to retain more moisture again. And the skin looks fresher, smoother, and visible, rejuvenated. Our skincare line contains the award-winning biotechnological active ingredients from, you can see here, from snow algae stem cells. It's in all products to support the activation of skin functions and cell longevity. The mode of action are proven in snow algae studies by measurements of increased skin hydration, visible reduction of age spots, and less wrinkle depth after 4 weeks. This stem cells is combined with award-winning Majestem, the rough beauty from the high mountains, which are Edelweiss stem cells. It contributes to the immediate activation of the cell regeneration process. And this is also proven by a study that measured excellent results in tightening, sagging skin on the neck, increasing skin hydration, visibly reducing age spots, and decreasing wrinkle depth. Both stem cells are the basis of our superior natural antioxidant blend. The blend is in all Hans & Heidi daycare products, is based on astaxanthin and Infragard, in addition to Edelweiss and snow algae. It's a powerful and most natural anti-aging antioxidant blend, which protects skin cells from aging, age spots, sun damage, air pollution, as well as light, infrared and blue light induced radiation by neutralizing free radicals. And the mixtures of all 4 ingredients promotes the powerful formation of collagen and skin cell renewal for an even toned skin. And astaxanthin, the red algae is here the star. It's an absolutely innovation and a breakthrough in cosmetic. It's a kind of freshwater algae and therefore a powerful natural antioxidant. It can survive up to 40 years without nutrition under very high stresses. And study has shown it's 6,000 times more powerful than vitamin C, and it also has an anti-inflammatory effect, also against age spots and wrinkles. It helps combat the oxidative stress that UV light can cause, as well as helps in the synthesis of collagen, a protein that keeps skin bouncy and useful. And with the award-winning Infraguard from sunflower sprouts and the taro tree fruit, we fight the phenomenon of artificial skin aging. How often do we stare at the smartphone, even topics only harmful to the eyes? Not only that, blue light causes the formation of free radicals in cells and weakens skin protection. This is not cool. That leads to a sallow complexion, dryness and tension, pigmentation spot, wrinkles, and much more. This award-winning innovation is a natural, highly effective protection against oxidative stress through infrared and blue light radiation. In addition, we have included aloe vera, a well-known plant, multifunctional plant, in all her products to nourish, soothe, and protect the skin. And very similar, a little bit different for the texture, for the man texture, is the Fioritran. It's a kind of brown algae complex in the him and unisex product. It cools, nourishes, soothes, and protects the skin. The ingredients in the Hans and Heidi products are mixed into complex, nutrition-rich formula that adapts to any unique conditions of the skin, which makes the product suitable for all skin types. With the aim for a glowy and healthy skin in long-term, care should be taken in the morning and evening. So, the exclusive skincare line offers all you need to turn your natural daily routine into a multi-sensory spa experience. It features 10 different products for a healthy, glowing, and balanced skin. 8 are made for women, 1 product for men, and 1 is unisex. This means Hans and Heidi offers a complete 24-hour skincare routine and a pure multi-sensory experience with ingredients that interact in separate layers to maximize the effect on your skin and protect and reactivate skin functions for a healthy, balanced, and glowing skin. A simple way to enhance your natural wow day and night. So let's start with our daily Hans and Heidi skincare routine with a 5-step holistic clean beauty routine. And also we can add, after this 5-step, our 2 different masks. So let's start and step into your multi-sensory spa experience with step 1. It's a raised balancing foam cleanser. We start with this non-drying out intensive gentle foam cleanser. Thanks to the 70-hour moisturizing complex, the skin has no feeling of dryness. It's for a purified, hydrated, and refined skin. Apply 2 to 3 pumps on the face and on the neck with circular movements, avoiding the eye contour area. Massage in for a few moments and rinse off with water. Now your skin is perfectly ready for the step 2. Now we're preparing our skin with Vitalize Balancing Foam Softener. It's a kind of soft and gentle foam tonic, which is also used as a foam face bath. It regulates the pH on the skin, it moisturizes and strengthens the skin barrier. It also nourishes through vitamins, through minerals, strengthens and soothes with Licorice and Provence Rose. It replaces the skin tonic and prepares the skin for the following care. I recommend using this with 1 or 2 pumps into the skin and let the skin absorb the foam. You can use it during the day if your skin needs an extra refreshment, or also you can use it as a cooling and soothing after sun face bath. Women can also use it over the makeup to refresh it, and it's a remineralized, calmed, and for moisturized skin. Now your skin is ready for the next step, step 3. In this step, we use our highly concentrated skincare product. It's called Boost. It's a purifying cellular serum, very active. It's firmed the skin, it's moisturized the skin with the highest concentration of active ingredients from stem cells. We have short and long-chain hyaluronic acids, peptides, and a Swiss ice wine elixir. It's very unique. It instantly gives the skin a firming, plumping, and smoothing effect. It also prevents age spots and the formation of skin lines and wrinkles. It works very similar to Botox, relax the muscles of facial expressions. Here you can apply 2 to 3 pumps in the morning and evening on the perfectly clean skin, neck, and décolleté. Don't forget the face, and it's not here, but here, okay? So now your skin is ready for the step 4, Visualize Transforming Eye Cream. As the name says, it's transforming eye cream. It's a light and gently eye cream that stimulates the microcirculation through Persian silk tree extract, together with papaya and sweet clover, reduces dark circles, bags under the eyes, fine lines, and wrinkles. Apply 1 to 2 pumps, gently patting into the sensitive eye contour area and avoiding direct contact. Put around your mouth here, because we need to take care and smooth out wrinkles as well here. Followed by the next step, your individual day care. In step 5, we have 2 different day cares. We start with the Energize Activating Day Cream. It's for normal to oily skin, based on light oils, such as the light apricot and rosehip oil, which regulates the oil production. Or you can choose Arise if you have more normal, mature skin or dry skin. You can choose the Arise, which contains more rich oils such as argan, avocadine, olive oil for more dry skin. Yeah, with the day creams, your skin is refined, radiant, smooth, and well protected against environmental factors and light, as well as against skin aging caused by blue light through the SNA plant. Both apply 2 to 3 pumps in the morning on the top of the eye cream and serum to the face, neck, and décolleté. In the evening, you use the Ease Replenishing Night Cream. It regenerates overnight with argan oil, grape oil, and evening primrose oil. It boosts collagen production, though when we wake up with we are clad with nourished, firmed, restored, and regenerized skin. Furthermore, we have our additional steps with our 2 masks. Let's start with our unisex mask. It's the most popular mask for all genders, the Maximize Energizing Black Mask. It's an active cleansing detox mask with a mild exfoliation effect. It works on the surface and it's super hydration boost for clean, baby soft and fresh skin. And this mask, it's based on bamboo charcoal to extract toxins. And it's a perfect starter product for any skin type to cleanse deeply and to get rid of toxins or old residues and refine the skin and the pores. The anti-aging vitamin A, retinol palmitate, is included. It also supportive for acne-prone skin. And horse chestnut promotes blood circulation and provides a rosy complexion. We have also brown algae complex. It cools, moisturizes, and soothes the skin. And the mask also reduces pores, dark spots, and gives the skin a plump and hydrated appearance. The sachet is the perfect sample tool for interested persons. Apply one mask 2 or 3 times a week on your face for 10 to 15 minutes, avoiding the eye contour area, and remove after this time with lukewarm water or a damp cloth, and follow with your morning or evening routine. Then we have, I call the perfect date mask. It's a quick beauty makeover mask when nothing else helps. And we had a little sleep. The skin looks gray, dull, tired. However, it's the quick fix lifting fleece mask, for my opinion, because of the rosy and refreshed skin with the certain glow after 10 minutes. Stem cells and the gemstone malachite stimulate collagen fermentation, peptides, and the moisture complex in combination with promorphose smooths the skin for a super hydrated, plumped skin. The skin could be a little red afterwards as blood circulation is stimulated. Don't worry, that's good sign that the active ingredients are getting into the skin and doing their job. After that, you can be happy about a lifted, hydrated, smoothed, and plump skin. Apply 1 mask 2 to 3 times per week on a perfectly cleansed face. Unfold the mask and place it on your face, aligning the holes with your eyes, nose, and mouth, and remove the mask after. I would say if you started after 5 to 10 minutes, if you have very sensitive skin because it's very active, and then you pat the remaining liquid cocktail into the skin for maximum absorption. And then you can follow your morning or evening routine. And now, step 5, the man got the pleasure of enjoying your very own home spa experience with a special tailored product with a very unique smell. It's energized, activating 24-hour cream. It's easy to use as a day and night treatment. It supports skin function, protects and provides an immediate, smoother and more revitalized skin. This was the products. And in conclusion, the Hans and Heidi skincare line forms your daily multifunctional and activating facial care designed for all skin types to enjoy your very own spa moments at home with maximum results by restoring your skin's natural balance to look glowy, balanced, and healthy. And if you can see when you go on social media, on the Hans and Heidi Instagram account, or you you put the hashtags, you choose the hashtags Hans and Heidi, strong like me, beautiful like me, and you can see partners and customers enjoy their very own wow moments, as we can see already in social media, moments they share with the world to create excitement and interest by doing experience videos, unboxings, beauty parties, before and after pics, couple treatments on the Black Mask Fridays. This means a spa at home treatment, have fun, enjoying a maximized mask with friends and partners or customers and many more. It's such a joy to see all of you on social media, how much fun you have already with Hans and Heidi. And through this presence on social media and many USPs, the media have become very aware of Hans and Heidi, and the interest is enormous and continues to grow further. So we can all incredibly proud to go out and present Hans and Heidi, especially in the Christmas time, because we are already in over 30 press mentions in the DACH region, 2 times in the famous gala, Brigitte, Freundin, Elle, and many, many more. And most recently, we won the German Influencer Award in the category cosmetic best appearance. So you can attract more and more customers, influencer, also professionals, and they love to work with this very, very special, unique, holistic philosophy, beauty from the inside out, with our test-based nutrition to add more balance in life for their customers. And under the brand hashtag Strong Like Me, Beautiful Like Me, and Strong Beautiful Like Me, you can discover a lot on social media, and please share your own experience with this hashtag so we can collect so many experiences to help us all to grow. So let's take a look at our website to learn more about Hans and Heidi, and we invite you to follow Hans and Heidi on Instagram and Facebook and share some unique moments. In this FAQ folder, you will find all the answers to any questions you might get about Hans and Heidi. Wow, sag ich schon, why our two brands have come together to offer a holistic solution to personal health and wellness, and how Hans and Heidi came about, the brand origin story, the core of what clean beauty means, what also cover everything about the ingredients, certification, fragrances, and why plant stem cells are used in skincare and so popular. There are also answers to practical questions regarding the skincare routine, the packaging, and the general skincare concerns. So this was a lot with Hans and Heidi. As a resume, we not only have innovative, clean biotech skincare at our fingertips, but a skincare line with a holistic brand philosophy and a message that comes from the heart. And I remember when I dream of creating exceptional skincare with good skin tolerance to feel strong, beautiful, and confident by enjoying a pure multi-sensory spa experience. Because our skin is a reflection of our soul. So it's super, super essential to maintain its function and give it what it needs to support the skin's activation. The superpower of regeneration so that we look beautiful, glowy, happy and healthy, balanced for long as possible. And with Zinsino test-based nutrition and Hans and Heidi biotech skincare, we offer a holistic beauty as an all-embracing approach to a healthy body, mind and soul, which will ultimately result in a healthier, balanced and glowy skin. So let's take care of our body and skin we are in. And especially at Christmas, we want to give a meaningful and loving gifts for our loved ones, right? So the holistic health and beauty. Thank you very much for your attention and enjoy the pure multi-sensory Hans and Heidi experience. So now I hand over back to you, Orion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Audrey. And I think that we've got you and Colin here for a little while to do a few questions and answers as we go back to the full screen here. So I've got the black mask here out. So I can't wait to be putting this on to get some refreshment. I see our translator here, Peter Herman. I've got the Energizer out. I've done the fiber mask several times. That's quick and easy. So I love that. And I'm pretty surprised over my own usage of the products because I like the Energize. I like the skin serum. But the product that I really fell in love with has been the foam softener. And I wasn't expecting that, but that's been something that I've really been diligently using. I saw some questions about the skin serum. I still like the Zinsino skin serum as well. So I'm using that. So I'm using a combination, but really exciting products. And I must say that I've seen a few very good photos with a black mask, black algae mask. But I've seen some incredible videos with people playing, using the 5 steps that you were teaching people. So that's been also very good. So to get down to it, we have some questions that were asked during the seminar inside of the chat, and we've got one that was sent to the panelists and a host. And I think there was a lot of questions inside of that. Did you have time to update yourself on those questions? Audrey and Colin, let's run through them. Let's get the answers out there.
I've had a look at some. The key thing and the starting place that we're trying to encourage everyone to look at is look at the provided Q&A. So we really have gone to great lengths. So the document that Audrey made reference to, which is the Q&A, there is so much information provided in there. And it's difficult because often when we're drawn into questions, particularly there's one there that I saw, which regards to individual response to the mask, which was in the first instance, feeling it activating and something that was very kind of stimulating to a certain extent. And is that a natural response? Because afterwards they had a really positive experience. They felt that the skin was toner, felt better. And it is a natural response. It's a typical response, especially when moving from one kind of routine to another. But we really can delve into some of those responses and answers better in those documents. So please do have a look at those. But then, I don't know if you've had the chance yet to have a look through the chat, Audrey, and see if there's anything there. Some people are getting involved and answering stuff through. A key one that I've seen, which I'd like to approach, is what the men use as a cleaner, use the cleanser. It's purely the color on a package. I was blessed with the fact that I'm colorblind, so it doesn't mean anything to me. So the cleanser is a cleanser. Use that one. It can be used by anyone. So please do feel free to use that product. Let me have another look at the chat. Mm-hmm. Do you want to have a look as well, Audrey, and see if there's anything?
Yeah. For example, the perfume, we use a natural. We use not synthetical perfume, natural extracts, and then also the benzyl alcohol. Our preservatives are plant-based. So it's not synthetic,
from essential oils, natural essential oils, so that we point that out. Yeah. That's a healthy ingredients. It's not something that is associated with the harms of a perfume.
Exactly. Yeah. Then
can I answer the one about skin serum? So skin serum, the Zinzino skin serum, can be used as a part of this. What we encourage people to do is to use the Hans and Heidi skin routine, as a complete routine. But skin serum, Zinzino skin serum, is a great product. It's great as a standalone. It's great if you are on the go, going to work, going to the gym, if you're traveling. It's great. It's a one-stop, perfect little product to take with you with regards to that. Also, what I encourage people to think is the restorative component of skin serum. Skin serum was developed specifically for that restorative nature, the way it works, activating within the cell matrix. So from not measurable sunburn, but certainly sun irritation, little bits of soreness and red, that's going to work incredibly well. Likewise, any kind of low-level skin irritation, you're going to find that skin serum is a great product that's going to help in that area. What I love about skin serum is how adaptable it is. If you're traveling on the go, going to work, going to wherever it is about the day, it's so simple to carry with you. But when it comes to a complete regime, when it comes to a complete routine, that's what we have with Hans and Heidi. So, try and use it intact.
Did you, Audrey, have time to update you on the specific ingredients questions? Would you like to run through those? Because I remember from last time we dealt with alcohols. That was one of the questions I had as well. And I learned that this was from a vegetarian source that doesn't dry out the skin. So if you say alcohol, you'd say, oh, that's a skin irritator. But we use a forcing that doesn't irritate, which is very important. And then there was some other questions there that I don't have the answer to from the last time. So I would love to learn those if you have those.
Mm-hmm. We use, for example, preservatives, fatty alcohols, not simply alcohols, cheesy alcohols. The fatty alcohols from plants doesn't dry out the skin. And this is the difference it's more beneficial for the skin. And it protects the formula as well. So you don't use too much preservatives if you use the plant-based alcohols. That's the difference. And so we have certifications, and you can find all the plant-based alcohols in our FAQs as well, to see what it is exactly and which origin.
Well, thank you. And it's in the FAQ. And if somebody sent a question in here that we haven't answered, we'll also love to answer you if you send the questions in to us afterwards. Is there any more that you would like to deal with, Colin, before we move on and we close today?
Just going to have a quick check. Just want to hope we've addressed everything that everyone's pitched to us tonight. Are we expecting a cream?
Sorry.
There we go. Are we expecting a cream for the rest of the body too? I appreciate that question. Kind of as I started in my introduction, you've got to start in the most sensitive and vital areas. And it's a good question, and it's a good point. If we're going to talk about skin care, then there's more to skin than just the face. And remember, the key principle behind ZinZino is a Kaizen mentality, continually developing, evaluating, looking at what we can do better and looking at what more we can do. And so for us, that's been a topic of conversation. It's already within our kind of ideas, planning, considerations. And like anything else we do, if we step into that space, we want to do it as best as it possibly can be done. And we want to do something that's a bit different. So for sure, it's on our radar. As and when we get there, watch this space.
Yes, if there was any last comments you would like to give, Audrey, I'll welcome you to give those. And after that, we're going to close out with maybe a few last comments from you, Colin.
Audrey, anything you'd like to conclude with?
I can say thank you for attending this call. For all of you, I wish you a wonderful experience with Hans and Heidi. And with the holistic philosophy, the holistic approach, I think we have a jewel here. And I'm looking forward of a lot of feedback, a lot of videos on social media, a lot of experience, which you can share with us. We are happy to get some some feedback from you, and lots of love, and great time, and all the best to you, I would say. Much love.
Thank you. Colin?
Yeah, I think I'd like to finish with something that maybe I should have mentioned at the start, or certainly delved into a little bit more. At the outset, the thing that impressed me as a researcher, someone with a background in science, was the amount of due diligence, research, and evidence that had informed this product formulation. In fact, the question I was asked is, Colin, when you look at this and you spend that time in the research, what would you propose could be done differently? Or what would you propose could be added, given where the best evidence is in this area? And the fact was they'd already considered everything. And what I noticed was that at the top level, at the best of what could be done and where the science and the research was at, that's where Hans and Heidi was already positioned and placed. And really, I've never lost that sense of how impressed I was by that, knowing that this is very much a 21st century technology product that's taken all of that understanding and taken it forward. That's one of the key parts to it. And I think for most of us, this is either going to bring about a change in what you use from perhaps something else, or it's going to bring about a change in behavior, embracing the idea of doing something new and in fact adopting a skin regime. And what I'd encourage both parts of that is that it's through change we're made new again. So take on that change, accept the challenge, embrace it, move forward, and do better by doing best. Thank you for listening. That's all I have to say for tonight. Thank you, Orion. Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you. And my last comments here is that it added a few more customer points to me and Hilda by my usage. added a bunch of customer points to me and Hilde with Hilde's usage of the products, and she absolutely loves them as well. And then we have put so many of these under Christmas trees, or they're in the mail now on the way. Put a bunch of these under a Christmas tree, and all the entire range of Hans and Heidi products is going out to all of our family, loved ones, and so on. I think I said to Dag, I've made my single biggest Zinzino order so far, and that was the Hans and Heidi products that we're giving away to our family and our loved ones over Christmas. So I think we can be very proud of the products. I think that they are very good, very high quality. I appreciate them myself, and I'm proud to give them away to my friends and family for Christmas, as well as we, in the past, have been giving away other Zinzino products, but this year is the big Hans and Heidi giveaway. So I recommend everyone else to pick that up. People will appreciate them. And in the long term, maybe that generates loyal customers all around you, which is a part of what we're also building. So thank you very much for everyone listening in tonight, and see you guys soon again. Thank you.